meeting with Marco from Cryptonary, who come far from Italia.
Hi,
Mamma
nice
mia.
to meet you. Ciao.
Mamma mia.
To assess if they are really valuable for the very same analysis. The problem that you are saying that every week, maybe every day, there is a new token in the market.
There's a lot of decentralized science project. I mean, like nobody talks about design last week, but right now, all of the tweets talking about design, a lot of project.
Everyone wants a blockchain, but the question is like, okay, I want to have a machine learning for my company, but if you don't have enough data, maybe you don't need a machine learning now. We have a lot of layers, a lot of networks. And you need to connect these networks. So connectivity is going to be super relevant, super important.
Okay guys, welcome back to BW Podcast, Coinfolks Meet. And now we are meeting with Marco from Cryptonary, who come far from Italia.
Hi.
Mamma mia.
To meet you. Ciao.
Mamma mia. Marco, I didn't expect you come from Italy. I mean, like, I think, several people come from Singapore, China, Dubai. But
Japan, maybe.
Yeah, Japan.
I've been in touch with people from Japan.
I think it's a little pretty far. How long it come? How many hours you come to here?
Okay, I want to be honest. Before arriving in Jakarta, I spent the weekend in Bali in order to recover a little bit from a 7-hour jet lag. So, in particular, I come from Sardinia, where I'm most of the time based during the year. So it was like, I think, 16 hours connecting.
16 hours.
But with a connection in Dubai.
Okay.
And if we consider also layover, I would say a little bit more than 1 day traveling. So a bit tiring, but at the end the result was amazing because I really enjoyed Bali and I'm enjoying this event. So it's super deserved.
Good choice. You come to Bali first. Good choice. You need to relax a bit.
It's the first time in Indonesia. I'd love and I hope to come back as soon as possible, but next time only for holiday and to visit properly this wonderful country.
Yeah. You know, because there's a lot of people who come in Indonesia for work in Jakarta, but for work in Bali too. Yeah. Bali is a very good choice because I talk about several people who just come to Jakarta. Oh, you should come to Bali after this. You should take a break. Chill,
just
touch
a
the
break.
grass.
Yeah, I enjoyed. Not that much as I'd like, but I cannot complain.
Yes.
2 days were great.
Okay, Marco. Talking about Cryptonary. Before we start, actually, we are Coinfolks is one of the biggest fan for Cryptonary. But maybe can you tell us more about what Cryptonary and what you currently do right now in Cryptonary, especially?
Okay, Cryptonary was launched formally on the 2017. Nowadays, it has about 50 people, 50 professionals working around the world. We really work remotely, although we are headquartered in Dubai. The main services is doing research and providing analytics and report to enterprises. So that's the main business, as well as other consultancy, education, and so on. I joined Cryptonary, I would say, recently, because there is an innovation and a new venture that is launching a research lab. So I'm heading now the Cryptonary Research Lab. The idea is to go beyond classical methods to investigate dynamics in the crypto space. What I'm doing is I have a background in theoretical physics, and I investigate in my field, because I work also in academia, complex systems. And the crypto space is really vibrant. There are huge data set and super interesting stuff to investigate and trying to apply methods from physics. Why I say that? Because here is, I think, one of the innovation that at Cryptonary our CEO has been able to envision. That is, typically, most of the companies works with machine learning, and we do that as well for doing analytics. But if you want to really understand the dynamic of a system, you need to go further, because machine learning give you an answer. Maybe can give you a trend, can be great for commercial stuff. But if you want to understand the underlying motivation, why a phenomenon you are observing is behaving like that, you need something different. What I do as a physicist is try to work out some model to explain that.
Okay.
And this is also the topic that I try to introduce in very layman's terms during this conference. So studying the blockchain in physical terms and playing with data, showing how they can be turned into almost a sort of particles.
Yeah.
And then the connection is interesting because working this way, that is a bit risky because sometimes in research, in pure research, you go through some direction, there is a hope, there is a belief, but the results is not so satisfying. But in this case, it's stunning because it shows that models used typically for phase transition in particle physics, where you move from an ordered state to a disordered state, are actually deeply connected with something weird happening in the market. So with the model, to connect, for instance, disorder in the blockchain, and I mean the way people behave in the blockchain with the panic selling in the market. So at Cryptonary, they have been very, very smart in all these considerations. And so after a while, we decided to launch this new venture. And actually, this event here in Jakarta represents the very first conference for the Cryptonary Research Lab, and I'm really proud of.
Cool. So, okay. Yeah, it's about Cryptonary Research Lab and other things. I just want to know more about, since there's a lot of way to do a research, to do publish a report and other things. How you guys in Cryptonary, maybe especially in Research Lab, do a research? Is there any specifically methodology, or do you use on-chain other thing? How you do that?
Okay, we have proprietary metrics that allows the team to write reports that are extremely meaningful for our customer, for our subscribers. So the first point is to figure out, using math and statistics, how to combine, for instance, macroeconomic data, financial data, data that can be referred to as a sort of sentiment analysis, like X, like Reddit, and so on and so forth, and to combine them into metrics and to generate meaningful reports. What I'm trying to add in this process is novel methodologies that goes beyond the mere use of statistics, and to have more metrics that are able to combine themselves, data coming from different sources. I like to use a large-scale AI because we have to, also to make a test, to make a comparison. However, I think that to really understand what you're doing, you need to start with some assumptions sometimes. For instance, I assume that the market in this moment is showing some weird phenomenon due to a motivation, and then I try to work out a suitable model. Sometimes taking into account inspiration from physics, as I did last time with particles, as I mentioned it. And then I say, okay, can we connect the two words? Can we take something from theory, from statistical physics, for instance, and we can use the tools in order to make some prediction? Or if we are not able to make a prediction, just try to explaining what we are observing. And this is relevant for the enterprises because it's like that you are really aware of what is happening, and you are aware about potential investments and more aware about potential risks as well. That is important. Also, crypto, I think that is not only addressing big enterprises, but also individuals, because in particular now that the crypto sphere is exploding, many people are jumping in, but they need to be educated somehow. So education is fundamental, both for companies, small startups, but even a single individual that are keen to invest some money and to better understand how this world is evolving.
Interesting. And talking about the research, I mean, like when we do a research, kind of or not only research, or a deep understanding article, other things. We take time sometimes to see the on-chain data, do other things. And in current market condition, crypto is very, very fast-paced. I mean, like the trend shifting is very fast. There is launchpad, memes launchpad there, meme launchpad in other chains. I mean, like we as a media, let's say we current doing a statistic from Sunpump from Tron, but we haven't finished it. There's already another launchpad from another chain, or maybe like right now there's a lot of decentralized science project. I mean, like nobody talks about design last week, but right now,
Yeah.
all of the tweet talking about
Yes.
design, a lot of project. I mean, like how you compete with this speed.
The point is being aware that each chain many times has a very specific protocol.
Okay.
From my point of view, a specific protocol entails that your data set is composed of variable of parameter of different nature.
Yeah.
The idea on average, again, is to have a model universal or general enough in order to be applied to different chains, but that is not always possible. So what we try to do is try to extract from the different protocols the more meaningful parameters that you can use and to assess if they are really valuable for the very same analysis. The problem that you are saying that every week, maybe every day there is a new token in the market, maybe today no one is talking about a token and tomorrow all the people are talking about that, is another issue, because in order to make work all our models, we need a data set, we need data. So typically we have to wait a little bit in order to have a rich data set that you can really exploit to make a meaningful prediction, to really understand what's going on. Without that, it's a matter of guess. I mean, it's still possible. Maybe we can infer the behavior of a new token just considering if that is attached or working on the top of another chain. You know, a lot of now tokens are working on Ethereum, so maybe you can make prediction that way. But from an analytical point of view, we need a bit of history, a sort of time series that you can exploit, and being aware that since each protocol is different from the other, we need to be ready to generalize as much as possible and finding immediately the most convenient variable in each protocol.
Interesting. And I think I'm going to talk more about the user impact. I mean, like the retail. Yeah, all of the crypto investor, trader, and other things. There's a lot of, right now, meme coin booms, a lot of Dijon who out there who just, I just want to know, you as a head of research from Cryptonary, from us retail, how much important for us to understand about data. I mean, like a lot of people like, okay, app now, think later. You know, I just want to app this crypto and hope it the best and the thing, but they don't understand. They just see it's cute or nothing. What do you think the best way for retail to understand about the data?
That's a very good point. One of the services that we have at Cryptonary is to make an assessment, a professional assessment for a business. Because there are some businesses that now are seeing, okay, there is the cryptosphere that is exploding, that is growing, so we want to jump in. But there is a fundamental question that we need to address first. Do you really need a blockchain for your business?
Okay.
So our first step is to say, okay, let's have a look to what you actually do, and let's have a look to use case scenarios. And the first part is just to say, okay, you need a blockchain maybe to fix or to improve a particular service, or maybe you don't need it at all.
Okay.
And if you don't need it at all, our reports allows you to save a lot of money now. Or maybe I can suggest you, okay, if in the future your business is about to sell a new product, a new service is going to a particular direction, maybe you will need in the future. But now you don't need. Instead, if you need now, studying the different use cases, maybe you are able to understand if you just need the blockchain, if you need the tokenization, if you can use some other services in the market that is still available and open, maybe it's much faster. So for retail, it's extremely important be aware about their actual needs, because now everyone wants a blockchain.
Yeah.
But the question is like, okay, I want to have a machine learning for my company, but if you don't have enough data, maybe you don't need a machine learning now. So the same applies for a blockchain, I think. And so we try to support seller, businesses, and retailers, trying to reply first this question, to answer first this question. Do I need a blockchain for my business or not? Will I need in the near future? Where am I going? And depending on the cases and on the specific business, we are able to address our customer into the right direction.
Continuing to the answer, I'm pretty curious. Do Cryptonary have their own, maybe what you say, formula or checklist to let's say to analyze some project. I mean, like you mentioned, like the project will be good when they really need the blockchain. But if they don't, why they need to build it? Like what to say? How to build why to use machine learning when you don't have data? And I just want to ask about, does cryptonary have some kind of checklist or point that can become a checklist that project is good or not? And what's the point?
Of course, we have our blockchain expert that work on that side and that developed a very focused form, initial form, let's say, a sort of checklist, as you say, where allows an enterprise just online to see if it is useful or not to proceed with an assessment, with an evaluation. If the checklist is fine and we receive and we actually see that there is a potential, or maybe there is a curiosity, or maybe there are some doubts, we get in touch, and then from there we start analyzing the single case scenarios, and we start seeing if actually a particular process in your company really may be improved by a blockchain or by a token, or maybe your customers can enjoy a token for some particular service that you provide. So there is an initial checklist that we developed that allows us an initial assessment. Then we get in touch, and then we start sharing ideas, and then we go through a very, very deep analysis considering most of the cases that you want to share with us.
Cool. And I think I just want to know a bit from your perspective regarding the current situation that I already mentioned about decentralized science. I mean, like, since you are a researcher, maybe, and Cryptonary have a lot of research team. What do you think about decentralized science current situation? Is it really matters the adoption of decentralized science, or it's just a buzzing word who just as a fast trend that will go.
At Cryptonary at the moment there are a lot of analysts that are focusing on, as I said, as a metrics. The research lab that is going to move toward innovation, let's say, maybe sometimes even buzzword, is focused on understanding how to integrate this tech into the internal processes. I think that all you are mentioning now will be no more a buzzword in a matter of very few years, but it's going to be something normal that most of the business will have. As I mentioned, also we are looking at quantum side of computation. That is another buzzword maybe nowadays. We still not have a quantum computer, but we need to get ready. With the same philosophy, we have open eyes and open minds to see and to assess what we can do. I think that it's important from us be prepared. We are aware about the fact that maybe sometimes the tech is just a buzzword, but we want to be prepared and get prepared. And this entails that having partnership with academic institutions, interacting with researchers worldwide is very supportive. We have partnership, for instance, offering internship across universities in the world. And this allows us to get in touch with professors in top universities so that we can really see if a buzzword is just a theoretical stuff, a pure research stuff without an actual connection with the business, or if we can develop something now. In every case, I think our key philosophy is to be prepared to all these waves.
So all the wave to, as you know, trends in crypto is too fast, I think.
It's a fast word, let's say. I want to add that it's difficult sometimes to be aware about all the novelties. But our team, let's say, we have a lot of people that are very smart at Cryptonary that are every day following news, insights, and advising about where we could have a deeper look. We have a commercial team, we have a team from marketing. So they are really great in being ready to have an initial assessment about all these novelties.
And talking about that things, I just want to, maybe for all the viewers, all the users who are a bit curious about Cryptonary, I just want to, can you explain what user can explore, especially in Cryptonary?
At the moment there are subscription. There is also, you can generate also a free account. With the free account, you can access a community, a very huge community. Very soon, we are going to have a mobile application across markets. So it's going to be cool. Stay tuned, really, because Cryptonary is going to launch an application and users will be able to interact, to get insights from experts, insights from the community, and to get some reports. Then we have professional packages that typically are for enterprises, but also for some individuals that want to know more, want more detail. They need sometimes more detail. So we want to support them with this way. One of the key aspects of Cryptonary is a very huge and vibrant community with podcasts as well, discussing about meme coins, discussing about stable coins, discussing about the impact of or the relationship between stable coins and traditional finance. A lot of stuff. And every day there are new contents. And I'm really proud to say that in the last year, we had in terms of impressions across platforms like X, Instagram, and so on, more than 506 million of impressions in this content. And again, millions of single individual users reading this content. So these are very, very promising analytics I'm proud of. And the community is vibrant. So I really suggest people to get curious, to get interested, to enroll in Cryptonary. As I said, there is a free account, and then they can participate into the community. And if they need, they can subscribe to receive more services, or they can stay in touch. I'm super happy. I shared today my email. And I'm more than happy if people get in touch with me for asking about collaboration, partnership. Maybe they have a curiosity about what we do, what we can offer. So we are really super open to this vibrant wave in the crypto space.
Very interesting. And maybe one last question regarding this discussion. Maybe since we already in the end of the year of 2024. 2025 maybe will be a big year. I mean, I'm still I think it's still bullish for next year. Maybe until next year other things. Maybe we don't know 2026. Maybe a bit declining market things. But I just want to know from your perspective. But maybe not kind of financial advice. What's your I mean like not your. I mean, what's your favorite or what's your thing, the sector that maybe have a big potential for next year? Like maybe you say quantum computing, other things, but I don't know. Can you share to us 3 sector that you think it will be good in next on the viewers after this?
Yeah, I think that despite the fact that, now we are experiencing, you say, a bullish market. That is also related to maybe political reasons, what is happening across the world, the enthusiasm, an increased amount of money that investors are putting into this technology. I think that businesses like insurance, real estate, and others will be adopting always much more blockchain in their services.
Kind of RWA or no?
Yeah, as well. I think that in terms of there is an integration, I think, between blockchain and artificial intelligence that is going to be extremely relevant. Another huge impact is going to be in the sector of games. At this conference, I see that there are some startups and companies working in games, having their token. And another very relevant thing is going to be way in order to make different chains connected, so to connect protocols. A sort of bridge between different chains. In the past, in the internet, we had web services. Now we need protocol. We need bridge in order to connect different protocols and allow people to freely share and exchange tokens coming from different chains. So I think that connectivity is one of the points to consider, because we have a lot of layers, a lot of networks, and you need to connect these networks. So connectivity is going to be super relevant, super important. as an academic, I've been working for years in the field of complex networks theory. So there is a lot of theory that I think could be exploited in order to better understand what's going on from this point of view. It's called the complex network or modern network theory. You know, scale-free networks, small world networks, typically used for studying social networks, for instance. Now, I think that can be adopted also for studying the crypto space due to the reason. So connectivity first, then integration with blockchain and AI, and then I suggest obviously quantum computing, because quantum computing is related to all the cryptographic stuff, how to make safer a chain, what are the potential threats. So I think that if you ask to name 3, I go for them.
Cool. Quantum computing, connectivity, and AI and blockchain.
AI and blockchain, yes, integration.
Thank you so much, Marco, for your time. It's a good talk, very full of insight. I mean, like, I really like to talk with academician like you, a researcher. Glad to meet you in here. And I hope you enjoy Jakarta, enjoy this event.
Thank you so
for
much.
Cryptonary and safe ride for another country. I hear that you will have another conference after this.
Yeah, I'm heading Seoul in South Korea tomorrow because there is another conference, and then I will head Sydney because there is a convention, very big, super interesting people like here. I'm very happy because here I'm meeting and getting in touch with so many smart people, and so there is really the potential. I'm happy to be here, and thank you so much because I really enjoyed to participate to this podcast. It's been really a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Marco. See you in another day in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Or I can come to Italy. I really want to go to Italy.
Okay. Thank you so much. You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.